Hello everybody and welcome to Gettysburg, Ohio, in Preble County, Gettysburg, Ohio that is. My name is Mark Bixler. We're glad to be with you here tonight on Bixler Video Productions on the Eaton Time Warner system, I believe channel 10. It is the National Trailblazers hosting the Eaton Fighting Eagles in high school girls basketball action. We'll be back with the tip-off of tonight's ball game and the starting lineups in just a moment.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
And we welcome you back here to National Trail High School. My name is Mark Bixler. Glad to be with you here tonight. National Trail hosting the Eaton Fighting Lady Eagles.
For tonight's officials, we have great.
Let's take a look first off at the starting lineup for the Eaton Fighting Eagles. Aaron Profigel will be wearing number 10. Ashley Hughes, number 12. Jocelyn Abner, number 14. 24 is Morgan Adsit, and Andrea Guthrie is number 30. For the host Blazers, number 20, Megan Kyle. Kristen Patrick, number 25. 33 is Amber Troutwine. 41 is Dawn Jennings, and 50 is Beth Wise. Eaton with the tip to start things off. And the two-pointer is good by Morgan Adsit. So just seconds into the ball game, it's a 2-0 lead. Eaton with the lead. Driving baseline is Troutwine. And we have a number 35 in the ball game. We're going to have to get a number correction on that one. White has the ball tipped away, but the Blazers get it as the baseline jumper does not go by Amber Troutwine. And the Eagles with the rebound. Guthrie with it right side, takes it baseline. Hughes with it, out top it goes. Number 24, that is Morgan Adsit. Left side, Hughes jumper does not go. Troutwine with the rebound. Kyle gets it across midcourt, it's intercepted. Maul in the ball game. Well, check that, it was not Maul, it was number 30, and a quick timeout taken by National Trail. There was 6:35 remaining here in this first quarter of play. It's a 4-0 lead. National Trail coached by first-year coach Jim Bolin. Jim, of course, a former head coach in the Cross County Conference at Mississinewa Valley. He had been at Mississinewa Valley for several years before moving to across town to Union City, Indiana to coach the Indians, and last year at IU East in Richmond. And now, of course, this year sitting on the Blazers bench. 4-0 is the score, 6:35 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Wise with it. Gives it up to number 20. That is Kyle, left side now in the paint. Troutwine, and traveling is called, so the Blazers turn it over to Eaton. My name is Mark Bixler. The video being produced by M. Bixler Video Productions. And we're certainly glad to be with you here on the Eaton Time Warner system. Guthrie gives it up to Hughes. Back to Guthrie. Nice pass inside, and going up with it is Jocelyn Abner. She is fouled on the way up by Wise. It will be a two-shot foul. 5:54 remains. We are in the first quarter of play. A 4-0 lead for Eaton as Abner trying to extend it, cannot, misses the first. Second free throw rattles around and finally drops, and it's a 5-0 lead. Wise takes the inbounds pass. Dishes it off. Kyle to Wise. Troutwine cut off. Gives it back to Wise on the right side. Back to Troutwine. Pulls up for the three. Leaves it strong, and the Eagles with the long rebound. Guthrie dishes it off. Baseline jumper rattles through for Adsit. And it's a 7-0 lead. So National Trail digging themselves a hole here to start things off. Kyle from the left side, left it short. Troutwine the rebound and put back. It is blocked by Abner. And a loose ball. Eaton coming up with it. The baseline jumper does not go. That by Abner. In the ball game, Don Jennings also for National Trail. We're gonna have to figure out who the other starter is. I believe it's Kristen Patrick. Was listed as 25, but it's actually 35. Spin move and a foul against Eaton. Ashley Hughes, we are going to say it is Patrick. Wise will put the ball in play for National Trail. Kyle with it. Out top it goes to Patrick. Right side, Jesse Unger in the ball game. Wise with it. Gives it up to Patrick. Patrick will bring it out between the circles again. Now fires it back left side to Kyle. Unger goes up with it, and she is fouled on the way up. Will go to the free throw line and should get a pair. Well, in dating myself, I can remember when coming down to National Trail High School, not necessarily to watch National Trail, but when Tri-Village played their home games here in the early 70s, in their early existence. First free throw was good. The second, a loose ball, and it is Trail that comes up with it. The right wing jumper does not go by Kyle. Driving down the lane, leaves it short, was Aaron Pryfogel. Jennings grabs the rebound for National Trail. Quickly down court, that is deflected out of bounds, and it's off of Trail. Turnover giving it to Eaton. 3:46 remaining here in this first quarter of play. The three-pointer is good by Morgan Adsit. Our officials tonight, by the way, Rick Delaney and Greg Trout. Eaton is coached by Dan Lucas as well. We mentioned that Jim Bolin on the bench for National Trail. Loose ball, and it was deflected. Kyle gives it to Jessica Unger, right side. Unger with the basket from the right side of the free throw line. We apologize there momentarily. We lost the ball. My name is Mark Bixler, not just doing play-by-play tonight, but also running the camera. Right wing jumper by Pryfogel does not go. Whistle and the foul against Eaton. Hopefully we'll not be doing this quite as often, running the camera and also play-by-play. I'd much rather have somebody running the camera for me, as Patrick with it. Right side gives it to Unger on the low post underneath to Jennings. Before the shot, Jennings got the ball, but she is fouled with 2:46 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Wise will put the ball in play for National Trail. Gives it to Jennings. Right side it goes to Kyle. Takes it out between the circles. In some trouble. Back to Patrick. Kyle with it again. Tries to get it to Wise, but it's deflected away. And it'll stay with Eaton after the turnover. Adsit came up with that steal at the other end. 2:32 remains. We are in this first quarter of play. A 10-3 lead for Eaton. Taking the inbounds pass, Andrea Guthrie. Left side, it goes to Rebecca Lee in the ball game. Lee has it deflected away, but goes back out and hits it. Andrea Guthrie, left side it goes to Lee. Fires for three, leaves it short. The putback is good by Jocelyn Abner, and it's back to a 9-point game. 12-3 as Patrick dishes it off in the ball game as Brooke Morgan. Jumper does not go. The putback, it is good as Unger coming up with that, and she has four of the 5 points. (12-5). Eaton with the lead as it is deflected out of bounds. It will be Eaton basketball. Nikki Wallace checking in for the Fighting Lady Eagles. Right side as that is Wallace. And it is off of Eaton. National Trail will take the ball out of bounds, trailing 12-5 with $1:34 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Patrick gets it across, right side it goes to Wise. Jennings gives it to Patrick. Fired for three, cannot get it. And the rebound to Abner. Wallace dishes it left side. The three-pointer is good. Morgan Adsit with that, and it's a 15-5 lead as Patrick gets it across midcourt underneath to Jennings on the low post. Cannot get it to drop. Loose ball, and it is Eaton that comes out with it. I believe that was Erin Pryfogel with the basket. And it's a 12-point lead as we approach the 30-second mark. Unger from the left side of the free throw line can't get it to go. Abner with the rebound, and she'll walk it up court for Eaton. 20 seconds remain. Wallace with it out top, right side. Abner. Wallace gives it back to Adsit. Adsit left side, and the long-range two-point goal by Rebecca Lee is good, and that will end the first quarter of play. As National Trail has fallen behind to Eaton here tonight, 19-5 after 8 minutes.
Helping underwrite this event, The Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville. The Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We are back at National Trail High School, a 19-5 lead for Eaton here tonight. Low post, Unger spins, loses it, tries to get it back, and we have a held ball, and it'll be Eaton basketball. So a turnover right off the bat. Wallace across midcourt. Adds it, looks to drive, brings it to the right side of the court. Abner with it on the left side, underneath to adds it. It's deflected, and it is going to be Eaton basketball. .7:27 remaining here in this second quarter of play. 19-5, Eaton leading. Right wing jumper is good for 3 points. 22-5 the score. Wise with it, brings it to Troutwine. Troutwine looks to go baseline, brings it all the way. The reverse is good. And it's a 15-point ball game, 22-7. 7 minutes remaining. As it's tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with the Eagles. Left side. Wallace with it. Has it taken away. Patrick comes up with a steal. She goes in, lays it up, and it is good for 2. And the lead trimmed to 13, 22-9. Wallace across midcourt for the Eagles. Lee with it. On the right side, being guarded by Troutwine. It's deflected, but Lee comes up with it, intended for Adsit. Wallace's shot is blocked. Patrick with that block. Eaton will put it in play underneath our own basket here with 6:25 remaining. I have to admit, the last time I was here for a ball game, it was a junior high matchup, the cross-county conference tournament. Turnover by Eaton, but National Trail returns the favor. Adds it, dishes it off. Lee with it, tries to go underneath to Abner, but a reach-in foul against Trail, and I believe it may be on Unger, and indeed that is who it is against. Still a common foul, so National Trail, rather Eaton, will put the ball in play. Again, underneath their own basket. Lee will put it in play. Cross court it goes. Shot does not go by Maul. White just with the rebound. As Patrick will work it across midcourt. Wise with it from the top of the key for 3. Does not get it. It's off the heel. Troutwine battles for it. Comes up with it. The reverse goes up with it, and she is fouled. Troutwine will go to the free throw line and get 2 free throws. Troutwine's went baseline a couple times and been able to beat her player on the reverse, or defender on the reverse. That time drew the foul. Misses the first one, but will get the second as she was in the act of shooting. 5:42 remaining here in this second quarter of play. A 22-9 lead for Eaton. My name is Mark Bixler, the video being produced by M. Bixler Video Productions. And we're certainly glad to be with you here on Channel 10 on the Eaton Time Warner system as Abner with the rebound, and she'll work it across midcourt. Underneath, does not go by Lee, and a held ball as Wise is tied up and on the alternating possession. National Trail with it. Unger pulls up inside the arc. The two-pointer is good. And it's an 11-point ball game, 22-11. Lee was in trouble, but finally dished it off to Guthrie. Underneath to Adsit. Adsit goes up with it, and a reach-in foul against, I believe that is Unger. So Abner will be at the free throw line and will be getting 2 free throws. First one is on the way, and it is good. 23-11, 5:01 remains. We are in the second quarter here at National Trail. The second one spins out as Troutwine grabs the rebound for Trail. Applying some pressure. Patrick dishes it off to Morgan. And a traveling call against National Trail. A 12-point lead for Eaton here tonight. We are in the second quarter, 23-11 the score. Abner with it, dishes it off, and a jump ball is going up with it. Was Aaron Pryfogle on the alternating possession. It stays with Eaton. Adsit will be the trigger man for Eaton. 4:39 remains here in this third quarter. Jennings checking in for Wise. Abner gives it off to Guthrie. Cross court it goes to Adsit, the runner in the lane. It skips across the rim. And an over-the-back call against Pryfogle as Unger grabs the rebound. At the 6th team foul against Eaton, so that puts Trail in the bonus from here on out. Morgan hits the basket, and it's a 10-point ball game now, 23-13. Guthrie with it. Guarded by Patrick, takes it down the right side, pulls up for the jumper, skips across the rim. Morgan grabs the rebound for Trail, dishes it off to Patrick. We're under 4 minutes here in this second quarter. Jennings spins baseline, kisses it off the glass, leaves it short. Eaton with the rebound, and the Eagles take off the other way as Guthrie drives into the lane, cut off, gives it back to Pryfogle. Left side it goes to Lee, fires for 3, does not go. And the rebound is to Jennings. Cross court, Unger with it, pulls up inside the arc, does not get it to go. The long rebound to Morgan. Patrick, cross court it goes to Unger. Unger drives baseline and gets the shooter's touch there, gets the roll. And the lead is 8, 23-15. We are in the second quarter, approaching the 3-minute mark. Adsit fires, cannot get it to go. Guthrie the rebound, puts it back up. It's in and out. Abner grabs the rebound. Also there was Unger. And on the alternating possession, it goes to National Trail rather, as checking in is Megan Kyle. Ashley Hughes checking in, replacing Abner. Looks like Wallace will check in for Lee as well. Patrick will get it across midcourt for National Trail, trying to trim into this, but the turnover. Wallace lays it up, and it is good. Back to a 10-point ball game, 25-15. Kyle inside the arc, left it short, gets her own rebound, puts it up, cannot get it to go. Jennings the putback, kisses it off the glass for two. And it's an 8-point ball game, 25-17, as Guthrie will work it across midcourt. 2:20 remaining here in this second quarter of play. Eaton by 8. Guthrie, oh, nice back door to Wallace, but she took too many steps. The turnover giving it back to National Trail. 25-17. A 8-point lead for Eaton. Wallace, a nice job of anticipating, but cannot come up with a steal. Troutwine is called for traveling after getting the pass on the low post. 2 minutes remains here in this second quarter of play. Guthrie in some trouble. Dishes it off to Pryfogel. Drives down the lane, but picking her pocket is Unger. Unger takes it the other way, dishes it off to Kyle, and she took too many steps. A minute 41 remains. Guthrie dishes it off to Pryfogel, right side, near the right elbow of the free throw line. Unger with the steal. And it is tipped from behind by Hughes. Wise checking in for Kyle. She will be the trigger man. (25-17). Long shot by Patrick does not go, and Wallace will work it across midcourt for Eaton. Gives the ball to Guthrie, left side top. And a whistle, and we're going to have a foul as Patrick and Hadsett were going at it on the low post. Patrick whistled for the foul. A minute 16 remains. Hadsett for three, and it is no good. And we have a jump ball, and it will be Eaton basketball as Guthrie and Unger both come down with the rebound. A minute 14 remains. Right side, Hughes looks inside, nothing there, gives it to Hadsett. Hadsett looks to drive, and a reach-in foul against Patrick. Kristen Patrick whistled for that foul. And I believe that is her second. Pryfogel is tied up by Jennings. And on the alternating possession, it will be Trail basketball. Patrick will work it across midcourt. Under 50 seconds. As that ball is tipped, it will stay with National Trail. They'll put it in play in front of the Eaton bench. 25-17. Wise puts it in play to Jennings, back to Wise, now Unger with it. Wise with it back. Unger with it. Left side, that is Morgan. And a turnover. Eaton quickly takes it the other way. Guthrie looks inside. not finding anything. Finally finds Atzit. It rolls across the rim, but the putback is good by Hughes. And it's back to a 10-point lead. Wise gets the inbounds pass, under 20 seconds. Morgan gives the ball to Troutwine. Troutwine tries to get it underneath the Unger, but it is deflected and taken away. Guthrie dishes it off to Atzit, leaves it short. Wise with the rebound, 5 seconds. And Trejo is going to be lucky to get a shot off, and in fact does not. We have completed one half of play here at National Trail with the score. National Trail trailing Eaton 27-17.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum, by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison. Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville. McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville. Osgood State Bank with several locations. Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison. State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We are back at National Trail. It's a 27-17 lead here in this Inter-Preble County basketball matchup, a battle between the Southwestern Buckeye League and the Cross County Conference. We did one of these battles earlier, the Southwestern Buckeye League getting the best of the Cross County Conference in that matchup. Preble-Shawnee beating Tri-County North. Tonight it's National Trail and Preble-Shawnee, rather National Trail and Eaton. I'll get it right, getting my schools confused here. Eaton leading at 27-17 in a game that they jumped out to a big lead early and led 19-5 at the end of one quarter. And here at halftime, though, it is a 27-17 score. So matchups, the next time we will be here actually doing a National Trail girls game will be at Tri-Village. And that is a game that not only will be seen on the Eaton cable system, Eaton Time Warner system, but also the Greenville Time Warner system. And I don't have my schedule with me, so I can't really tell you for sure what all games that we are doing. I need to remember to bring that, but we were running. You ever had one of those days where you just fell behind more and more as the day progressed? That's the type of day I had today. So anyway, getting here a little late. We got here about halftime of the reserve ball game won by Eaton, by the way, and able to get set up and ready to go in time for the varsity matchup here tonight. And right now, as we said, it is Eaton leading this over National Trail 27-17. We'll be back with the start of the second half in the third quarter in just a moment.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum, by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison. Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville. McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville. Osgood State Bank with several locations. Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison. State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
We welcome you back to National Trail High School. It will be Eaton possession as we start this third quarter of play. Guthrie takes the inbounds pass, and National Trail coming out in a man-to-man to start things off here. Right side it goes to Abner. Underneath, they try to go low post. Troutwine intercepts it, or picks up the deflection. Wise tries to give it back, but it is deflected, and it will be Eaton basketball. That's a case where Wise had a passing lane open, but it quickly closed. Guthrie brings it left side to Adsit. Adsit looks to drive into the lane, lobs it underneath to Abner. She is cut off, and it's going to be Eaton basketball as Unger was out of bounds when she tried to save it. So it is Adsit with it now on the left side. Out top it goes to Guthrie. We are at the 7:15 mark. Guthrie gives it up to Abner. Abner goes baseline, cut off by Wise. Freifogel underneath, and a foul against Unger. As that is Jesse Mall who was underneath, and that is who Unger fouled. That is Unger's third, by the way. Adsit puts the ball in play to Guthrie on the baseline. Freifogel in the middle, cannot get it to go. Jennings grabs the rebound, dishes it off to Patrick. Patrick ahead it goes to Unger, back to Patrick. Left side it goes to Wise. Wise gives it to Patrick. Right side to Unger. They tried to go to Troutwine, but it's deflected. Guthrie comes up with it. Goes the other way, kisses it off the glass, and Patrick grabs the rebound. In some trouble. Patrick got trapped in the corner, and National Trail didn't have any players at the other end to help her out. Finally got one back, and eventually got the foul. But Jim Boland not happy with that fact. Left side, Wise gives it to Patrick underneath to Jennings. It's deflected, and Abner comes up with it, and Guthrie will work it across midcourt. 6:20 remaining underneath, intended for Freifogel. The pass from Adsit, and the turnover giving it back to Trail. Well, that ball went underneath the stage. As Wise crawling in underneath. It will be Trail basketball with 6:16 remaining here in this third quarter of play. Patrick, low post to Jennings, back to Patrick for three. Skips across the rim. Guthrie with the rebound, and here come the Eagles. In the lane, now brings it out to the free throw line. Pulls up for the jumper, and it rattles through. It hit off the front of the iron, then kissed back and touched off the glass before dropping. Morgan tries to get it to Jennings, and the turnover giving it back to Eaton. 29-17. We have played nearly 2.5 minutes. Trail has not scored here in the second half. Eaton has only scored 2 points. Johnson tipped it away. Five and a half minutes. 5:31 as Freifogel takes the inbounds pass. Well, that tried to get it down to Abner, but Jennings deflects it out of bounds. As the Eagles will put it in play in front of their bench. Well, Patrick tipping it out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. My name is Mark Bixler. We're certainly glad to be with you. The video being produced by M. Bixler Video Productions tonight. And we're glad to have you on the Eaton Time Warner cable system, Channel 10. Guthrie chases it down. Drives into the lane, dishes it off to Abner. Guthrie with it again. She'll bring it out top to Adsit. Adsit pulls up, fires the jumper, cannot get it to go as Morgan with the rebound, dishes it off to Troutwine, who gets it to Johnson. And Jim Boland wants to take a timeout, and I believe it is going to be a full timeout. 4:59 remains. I always tell when it's a full timeout because they go to the bench. They usually stay up if it's a 30-second timeout. 4:59 is what remains here in this third quarter of play. It's a 29-17 ball game. We have played just over 3 minutes, and Eaton has just scored 2 points here in this third quarter. National Trail has yet to score. So a low-scoring affair here tonight. The Eagles making their way back out to the court. And now the Blazers are as well. It will be National Trail basketball as Wise will be the trigger man. Wise gives it to to Patrick, and she'll get it across midcourt. Brings it right side to Wise. Wise looks inside. Morgan takes it left side to Patrick, tries to go low post to Jennings, gives it up to Troutwine. Troutwine right to Adsit. Adsit lays it in.
I would like to make a special announcement. With that basket, Morgan Adsit just set the record for the most career points scored for the girls basketball at that Eaton High School.
Adsit's basket setting the record for the most points scored. (31-17) is the score. Our congratulations to Morgan Adsit. .436 remains here. On the other end, Brooke Morgan tries to drive through the lane, and she is fouled. Wise the trigger man. Wise for three, cannot get it to go, and the rebound is to Pryfogle. Guthrie across midcourt. Adsit with it again. Underneath it goes, intended for Jesse Mall, and it's deflected out of bounds. 4:10 remains. Wise works to get it across midcourt. Finally does. Patrick drives baseline, tries to kiss it off the glass, leaves it short. We are under the 4-minute mark. Guthrie gives it to Pryfogle. Pryfogle back to Guthrie. Guthrie right side as we are at the 3.5-minute mark. Loose ball, and it is Jennings that comes up with it for Trail. Patrick takes it left side to Wise, and she makes a move, but in doing so takes a stutter step and is whistled for traveling. 3:19, that's what remains here in this third quarter, a 31-17 score. Well, not only do I do this, but I also do basketball games on WFCJ radio, the Dayton Christian games. It had been probably 30 years since I saw a scoreless quarter. The third quarter, Dayton Christian shut out Clinton Massey's boys on Saturday. Thus far, in this one, National Trail has yet to score here in the third quarter. Actually, it was not quite 30 years. My guess is it was probably around the 72-73 basketball season, as that basket is good, and it's a 16-point ball game now, 33-17. Well, at one time it was 25-15, so an 8-0 run. Unger can't get that basket to drop. Eaton on an 8-0 run right now. Guthrie with it. Underneath, Adsit lays it up, and good. So add 2 more for Adsit. So every time she makes a basket from here on out, she breaks the record, her own. Turnover, giving it back to Eaton. Left side, adds it with it on the low post. Pryfogel, the runner in the lane, can't get it to drop, but she is fouled. .209 remains. We are in the third quarter. Pryfogel's first free throw kisses off the front of the iron as Don Jennings getting ready to check in, as she will replace Troutwine. Well, it's ironic that we chose to do this ball game, as we get to see Morgan Adsit break the scoring record in Eaton. The Eaton girls basketball scoring record. And we're certainly thrilled to be a part of that. Pryfogel's second free throw is good. And it's a 36-17 ball game. Loose ball. Guthrie comes up with it and will lay it up and count the basket. Jennings picking up that foul. Dawn Fox checking in for Trail as she replaces Patrick. Free throw is good by Guthrie, a three-point play. And the lead is 22, 39-17 as Morgan gives it up to Fox. Fox, the runner, skips across the rim. And traveling is going to be called on Morgan. A minute 48 remains. Guthrie will work it across midcourt for Eaton as they lead it by 22. Right side it goes to Abner. At the free throw line, Pryfogel, it's tipped but saved. Lee gets it back to Guthrie out top between the circles. Takes it right side now. Guthrie gives it to Hughes, back to Guthrie. Lee drives down the lane, the runner leaves it short. And it is tipped, and Hughes was out of bounds the second time she tipped it. A minute 13 is what remains. Kyle dribbles it across midcourt. Looks like Eaton falls back into a 2-3 zone defense. Kyle with it on the right side. Out top it goes. Fox, and she fakes and slides the pivot foot. .6, so just under 58 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. 39-17, Eaton leading it by 22. Left side it goes. Wallace, top of the key, does not go by Hughes, and Jennings grabs the rebound for Trail. Morgan working it up across midcourt. Drives the baseline, it's cut off. Hughes with the steal, nearly cornered. Mall, the turnover, and a reach in. 23.2 seconds remains. Wallace picking up that foul. National Trail with it. That ball is tipped, saved back in, but she was out of bounds, Wallace. So a couple more seconds tick off. 21.2 seconds. Kyle gives the ball to Fox. Fox drives baseline, and a blocking foul against Hughes. 11.6 seconds remaining. Unger will trigger it in to Jennings on the baseline. Gives it back to Unger. Unger has it blocked. Mall with the rebound. 4 seconds as Hughes gets it to Wallace for three, leaves it short, and that will end the third quarter. Well, it's a quarter that Eaton sees their lead expand from 10 points to 22 as they outscore National Trail 12-0. At the end of three quarters, it is Eaton 39, National Trail 17.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We are back here at National Trail as Eaton is making their way back out onto the court. National Trail will momentarily. It will be Eaton, or rather National Trail basketball. It's hard to believe that I go nearly 30 years. It was probably the 71-72 basketball season or the or the 72-73 basketball season. The last time that I saw a scoreless quarter, Saturday night, we're calling the Dayton Christian Clinton Massey basketball game on WFCJ. It's played just about ready to resume. We have a scoreless quarter. Clinton Massey held scoreless by Dayton Christian in the third quarter, and ironically, in the third quarter tonight, Eaton holds National Trail scoreless. So two scoreless quarters in one season, and I go nearly 30 years between the first and second one. Mall picking up that foul, her third, and Unger gets the basket, the free throw, the charity toss. The first points for National Trail here in the second half, 39-18. Second one kisses off the front of the iron. Troutwine the rebound and put back, count the basket. She is fouled. Well, they get a backwards three-point play and a chance now for a fourth point, as Troutwine was fouled by Maul, and that was her fourth. Free throw by Troutwine. It rattles off, doesn't go. The putback Unger does not go, and Maul grabs the rebound, and the held ball. It should be Eaton basketball. We've not had a held ball, so it should be Eaton's basketball. That happens. They just forgot to change the sign. 39-20 with 7:49 remaining here in this final quarter of play. Wallace will work it across midcourt for Eaton. Wallace gives the ball to Adsit. Abney with it now on the left side. Out top it goes to Hughes. Adsit with it now. Looks to drive into the lane, cut off, but gives it back to Wallace. Adsit with it again. And guarded by Wise. Low post. Jennings picks up that foul. Pryfogel was underneath, taking that pass. Common foul. Looks like Adsit will be the trigger man for Eaton. Hughes dishes it off to Adsit. Adsit, the runner, right side of the free throw line, does not get it to go. Loose ball. It'll be National Trail basketball as it's off of Eaton. Kyle gives it to Troutwine, who gives it back to Wise as she'll get it across midcourt. Dishes it off to Kyle. Being guarded by Adsit. Wise pulls up for the three. It hits off the front of the iron, does not go, but Wise gets her own rebound, goes back up with it, and she is fouled. So Beth Wise will be at the free throw line, getting the two free throws. Abner, picking up that foul. Her third. 6:57 remains. Wise free throw is good. 39-21. Eaton with 4 points here in this quarter. Trail with 4 points. Eaton has yet to score. Troutwine and Pryfogel with the rebound, and this time it stays with the Blazers. Jennings back to Wise. That is deflected off of Wallace. Checking back in, Guthrie for Eaton. She'll replace Hughes. It's an 18-point ball game. Kyle with it out between the circles, near the center circle actually. Right side it goes to Unger. Unger looking inside, in some trouble, tries to give it to Wise, but stepping in the passing lane was Wallace. Kyle drives into the lane, the runner, leaves it short. Jennings the putback, it's good. Well, Trail with 6 points here in this third quarter. Now Eaton is scoreless, but a long way to go in this one. We have just under 6.5 minutes underneath as Wallace can't get it to drop. Jennings grabs the rebound, and Kyle will work it up across midcourt. That is deflected. Guthrie comes up with it, and the foul against Kyle. Adsit will trigger it in for Eaton. Wallace takes it right side as Trail in a man-to-man. She's being guarded by Kyle, and Wise is whistled for the foul against Adsit. This is the 6th team foul, so Eaton still not in the bonus. Adsit will trigger it in again, as she does, to Guthrie on the right baseline, and she nails it. A 2-point goal, 41-23 the score, an 18-point lead for Eaton. Kyle gets it across midcourt. Left side it goes, intended for Wise. Wallace tries to save it, but she steps out of bounds. 5:48 remains. My name's Mark Bixler. We're glad to be with you here on the Eaton Time Warner system, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout taken by Jim Bolin, and it looks like this may be a full timeout. Well, as I said, my name is Mark Bixler. We're certainly glad to be with you here tonight on Eaton's Time Warner system, Channel 10. Eaton leading at 41-23, and glad to be a part of a record-setting night for Morgan Adsit, becoming the all-time scoring leader at Eaton. See Lucas giving instruction, Coach Lucas giving instruction to his team. As you see Morgan Adsit, the new scoring leader for Eaton High School girls basketball. Right side, Fox dishes it off, and it is deflected out of bounds. Stays with the Blazers, 5:40 remaining. Troutwine takes the inbounds pass. Morgan dishes it off to Wise. The three-pointer does not go. Unger with the rebound, drives in the lane, and can't keep control of it. Lost the ball, and Eaton with it again. Loose ball, Fox tried to pass it down court, but as it is deflected, and it'll stay with Eaton. Adsit once again will trigger it for Eaton. Guthrie with it. Right side top, gives it to Adsit. Adsit looks to drive down the left side. The left-hander's shot does not go. And it is out of bounds, and it'll stay with Eaton. 5:04 remaining here in this final quarter of play. Eaton leading it by 18, 41-23. A very low-scoring ball game as Abner on the right low post can't get it to drop, and Morgan with the rebound, and she'll quickly get it up court for National Trail. Brings it right side, but when she tries to gather it in and pass it off, she's called for traveling. Again, Adsit will trigger it in for Eaton. Quickly to Guthrie. Guthrie, nice pass to Abner underneath on the right side, running down the lane, and it's a 20-point ball game again, 43-23. Unger with that basket, or National Trail rather, with 8 points here in the quarter. Adsit drives down the lane to Abner. Pryfogle Brings it back out. Wallace to Adsit. Adsit with it on the left side. Freifogel down the lane, the runner, and it does not go. Adsit, a 5'10" senior for Eaton. Picking up that foul was Wise, and that is her third. Freifogel's first hits off the front of the iron. She will get the second, though. She was in the act of shooting. It is on the way. It does not go as Guthrie grabs the rebound for Eaton. Our next ball game on the Eaton system, Tri-County North will visit Preble Shawnee in boys action Friday night. Down the lane is nearly a travel, but pulling it back out. Wise with it. We are approaching the 3.5-minute mark as Unger with it on the baseline. Looks to go that way. Cut off. Troutwine, the runner, can't get it to go. Freifogel grabs it, and we have a reach-in foul, and I believe it is going to be on Unger as Freifogel will go to the free throw line. Well, she was just here, missing the last two free throws she tried. Crystal Peck checking in for National Trail, replacing Unger, who just picked up her fourth foul. 3.5 minutes remaining here in this final quarter of play. A 45-25 ball game. Eaton leading this as Freifogel trying to add to it as Rebecca Lee checking in, replacing Jocelyn Abner. The free throw does not go as Wise grabs the rebound. Loose ball. Adsit comes up with the steal. In the lane, goes up with it, and she's fouled by Wise, and I believe that's number 4 against Wise. 3:22 remaining. Adsit's free throw is good. It is on the way. The second one is good as well as Jessie Mall checking in, replacing Morgan Adsit. The lead is 22 now, 47-25 as we approach the 3:15 mark here as Kyle with it. They leave her open for three, and it rims in and out. As Lee slowly works it up across midcourt as we are now at the 3-minute mark here. Being guarded by Patrick. Guthrie with it on the far side. Drives into the lane, gives it to Mall. Mall looks to drive, dishes it off to Wallace. With it out top again is Guthrie. Left side, Mall. Freifogel with it. Gives it up. Wallace. Underneath. Guthrie kisses it off the glass for two. And the lead is now 24. 49-24 as Patrick gets it across midcourt for Trail. Brings it right side, Fox, and she is called for traveling. Under 2.5 minutes remains as Guthrie will work it across midcourt. My name is Mark Bixler. We're certainly glad to be with you here on Channel 10 on the Eaton Time Warner system. Tonight's video being produced by M. Bixler Video Productions. Wallace, the shot in and out. Fox with the rebound for Trail. Being hounded by Mall, but Mall quickly retreats, and Patrick will get it across midcourt. Brings it right side. Fox looks inside, has it slapped back at her. Drives in, the runner too strong. Wallace will get it across midcourt for Eaton. Wallace being guarded by Peck. Breifogel guarded by Fox. Left side it goes. Ball. She went to drive, dropped that pivot foot, and is called for traveling. Mindy Barney checking in, up from the JV team. A minute 36 and a 24-point lead for Eaton, 49-25. Patrick across midcourt for the Blazers. Brings it right side to Fox. Fox goes underneath the Peck. Kisses it off the glass. Count it. She is fouled. Liz Ayers in the ball game, as she is also up from the junior varsity. And I believe that foul was against Ayers. We do have a timeout. At the 8th team foul. A minute 27 remaining here at National Trail High School. Just a 30-second timeout, as Peck will be at the free throw line with the chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. We are certainly glad to be with you here tonight. One of 30 ball games that you will be seeing or have already seen. And we will be bringing to you this basketball season as Peck, her free throw is on the way, and it's good. 49-28. Wallace, the runner down the lane, count the basket. She is fouled. I was picking up that foul for National Trail, Christine Cheek. Wallace's free throw is good. Troutwine goes baseline the reverse, leaves it too strong, and it is off of Eaton. It will be National Trail basketball with a minute 11 remaining. Troutwine takes the inbounds pass, drives in the lane, goes up with it, and I believe we're going to have a blocking foul against Mall, and that is number 5. Well, Dan Lucas will have to make a decision here as to who to substitute. Ashley Hughes checking in. 52-28. Troutwine at the free throw line. Off the front of the rim. We'll get the second, as she was in the act of shooting. That's the 9th team foul, so the next one, both teams will be in the double bonus, but really doesn't matter at this point, as that free throw kisses off the front of the iron, and Patrick picks up the foul. A minute 5 remaining, as now Nikki Wallace will make her way to the free throw line. (52-28), a minute 5 remains, as we said. Free throw by Wallace is off the side of the iron. She will get the second, though, as National Trail already having committed 10 team fouls, so Eaton in the double bonus, and that is deflected out of bounds. It'll be National Trail basketball. Patrick takes it left side. Barney gives the ball up to Troutwine, now with it Fox out top. Brings it right side. And she slides the pivot foot. Eaton puts the ball in play. Check that it was not Barney, but actually, I'm not sure who was actually, it may have been Cheek at the free throw line at the other end. My apologies, Barney is for Eaton. Fox, they leave her open, skips across the rim. Troutwine grabs the rebound, goes back up on the leaner, and gets the basket. 52-30, as we are now under 25 seconds. A long inbounds pass, and that is out of bounds. They let it go, and National Trail will put it in play underneath their own basket, as that was not touched. 52-30, 20 seconds exactly remaining here in this final quarter of play. Eaton by 22. Patrick's shot does not go, as the putback by Crystal Peck doesn't go as well. Hughes gets it across midcourt. Fox with the steal. Looks to drive into the lane. Troutwine, the ball loose on the floor, dishes it off as Patrick goes up with it, and with 0.7 seconds remaining, Patrick will go to the free throw line, getting 2. Wallace picking up that foul. Patrick's free throw, the first, is on the way, and it is off the front of the rim. Under a second, 0.7 seconds remains. Her second free throw, it kisses off as Troutwine, the putback at the buzzer, count it. Well, an exciting way to end this ball game as Eaton winning tonight 52-32. We'll be back and wrap things up here from National Trail High School in just a moment.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Back here at National Trail, a 52-32 win for the Eaton Golden Eagles. An exciting night. Some interesting things happen as Morgan Adsit setting the scoring record, now the all-time scoring leader in Eaton. So our congratulations to her as you catch a glimpse of her, and certainly exciting that we were able to be a part of that. Also, I go nearly, well, it was probably either the 71-72 basketball season or the 72-73 basketball season, and that was the last I saw a scoreless quarter until Saturday night. And of course, Dayton Christian holding Clinton Massey scoreless in that matchup. And then for the second time in a matter of 3 days, 3 nights, I see a scoreless quarter as Eaton holds National Trail scoreless in the third quarter. Oddly enough, both of them were in the third quarter, as Eaton outscores National Trail here tonight in the third quarter, 12-0. They take a 27-17 lead at the half, and it becomes 39-17. So they take a 10-point lead and expand it to 22. And then in the final quarter, National Trail actually outscoring Eaton 15-13, and they close it to a 20-point ball game. But Amber Troutwine with a Nifty shot at the buzzer off of a missed shot. Able to tip it in, get the 2 points to take a 52-30 ball game, and at the buzzer make it 52-32. So just an all-around exciting night here tonight from National Trail. Again, the final score, Eaton of the Southwestern Buckeye League getting the better of National Trail in the cross-county conference. The final score here tonight, Eaton 52, National Trail 32. For M. Bixler Video Productions, we're going to wrap things up. I'm Mark Bixler saying so long, everybody.